thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5. And for Seattle, they've got Thompson. And it's Jefferson in at the 2. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, you're just vulnerable.
Brunson with it. He played a great game against San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. High arcing shot. Seattle pulls it in, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
It's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Supersonics head coach had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the Knicks miss again.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
Jefferson, pass to Anderson. Seattle move the ball around. Pass to Levins. Towns with a rebound.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
And Brunson with the bucket on the assist from Bridges.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by Seattle. Good.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Levins. Brunson defending. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at New York, not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
Well, I think for the Supersonics, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the number 1 seed, and they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
New York making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Down low. Thompson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Bridges misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
Now here's Bridges. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Pass to Harrison. Anderson for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Now here's Brunson. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story.
Oh, man! Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Bridges, following the bucket by Seattle. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Hart, and it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. .103 left now in the first quarter. Counted from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Levins. A 17-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Knicks trail by 7. Outside McBride. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here's Thompson. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Outside McBride. Shoots. And it's New York scoring again.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
Shoots. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
McBride passes to Robinson. Towns for 3. The rebound by Levins. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
Seattle shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Seattle. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Seattle so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Seattle leading by 9. So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Mikal Bridges is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Cordy in at the power forward position. And New York has possession. Following the bucket by Seattle. There's a screen. The shot by Cordy, no good. And he drives in. Count the basket. Durbanenko's gotten his first bucket of the night. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Brian, back over to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Drops in the 3. McBride's got 8 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And Seattle calls time here. And some changes here for New York. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Cordy, and it's OG Anunoby in for McBride. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Levins. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Robinson. Towns, left side. Towns owning it inside.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
And here's Anderson. Here's Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range. Jefferson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Bridges misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Uses the glass on the layup. Jefferson's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Shamet, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Bridges. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring teams over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by the Knicks.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Pass to Shamet. Towns up top. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Towns has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Seattle leading by 12. Here's Reynolds. Seattle move the ball around. Levins can't hit. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Brunson passes to Robinson. Outside Brunson. This one for 3. Seattle pulls it in. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. Keeping their cool and making quality shots.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Robinson, a screen on Anderson. Towns for 3. They get it again. That shot missing. For Seattle, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And that one's good. Anderson's got 5 points.
defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Anderson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's Towns. There's the triple. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Driving inside. Jefferson, good. 7 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here are the Knicks now. It's an 18-point game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For Seattle, they've gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Ball stolen. The finish! Flushes it down to finish the break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And so it's Seattle, out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much. Fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck blocking it in, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far.
Who needs a multifaceted approach when you can dominate in the lane like this? It has been impressive.
My only piece of advice, don't stop.
All right, fellas, turning our attention now to the guys on the shelf.
Just like what I had for breakfast this morning, a big old donut with the big hole in the center of the team. Look, Embiid plays with the edge, incredibly productive at both ends. Leaves a big hole in the lineup.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. They've got Thompson, and it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for one. Seattle shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That free throw is good from Thompson. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. We've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Levins, and stolen by Bridges. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Knicks trail by 19. Inside, here's Hart. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Hart's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Guys, back over to you.
Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at New York, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
You know, for the Knicks, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite. And they have not disappointed.
And that one's good, Brunson.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Pass to Jefferson. Fires the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Towns up top. Here's Brunson. 6 to shoot. Puts the move on. Anderson pulls it down.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
And yep, it's good. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Towns on a screen. For 3, Bridges. Anderson pulls it down.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Outside Anunoby. Bridges outside. Outside Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Brunson passes to Towns. Can't hit from in close. Seattle leading by 22. Thompson goes in. Pass to Harrison. And here's Anderson to the wing on the left. Jefferson offline with a 3. Bridges outside. 1:39 left in the third quarter. And he gets that one.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And Seattle calls time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. And this gives us a chance to see the assist leaders among the league's big men in the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by Josh Hart.
And you have to credit the high basketball IQ of these bigs. They see the floor so well, and that's whether they're facing up or dishing out of the post.
Yeah, having a big guy who can create for others used to be a luxury, but now it's a requirement, and it makes your offense that much harder to defend.
Here's Jefferson. He's got 9. Thompson's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Beasley for 3. Jefferson grabs the miss. Seattle leading by 20. Pass to Anderson. Here's Dermonenko. Here's Reynolds. Connects from downtown. Reynolds has got 8.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Up top, Bridges. 9 points in the game. Brunson passes to Towns. Bridges outside. from 8 feet, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
New York shooting their first free throw tonight. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yabusele comes in for Hart, and it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Reynolds passes to Anderson. The rebound by Beasley. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McBride. Three-pointer, Bridges. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
On the wing, Thompson. And so it's Seattle, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Terminenko at the center position. A nice shot by McBride.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
On the wing, Galloway. Pass to Terminenko. Here's Levins. They set the pick. And they recover it. Galloway, the pass to Reynolds. Seattle move the ball around. Levins. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's McBride. Back to Beasley. Towns on a screen. Shot from the wing. And it's New York scoring again. Seattle leading by 13. Out to the wing. 4-3. Reynolds' shot is off. And New York has possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
Seattle making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
You gotta like Anunoby's development so far. Not just a stellar defender, but also very versatile offensively. OG's become an impactful two-way wing.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Seattle leading by 11. Dinwiddie left side. Here's Reynolds. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Now here's Beasley. Anunoby for 3. The shot no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Harrison. To the left wing. Here's Levins. Beyond the arc. The triple drops.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Knicks trail by 17. Outside Beasley. Now Towns. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Here for New York. Bridges comes in for Beasley, and it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride.
MythQuill Bridges, Jalen Brunson.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Outside Hart. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Seattle leading by 19. Here's Levins. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now here's Bridges. Towns a screen on Dinwiddie. Three-pointer, Bridges. And he nails it.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And Seattle calls time here. They're leading by 18. All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the three ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Here's Harrison. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. Anunoby there for the rebound.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Supersonics.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And I'm sure they're happy to get even for what happened the last time these teams met.
Here's Brunson, following the bucket by Seattle. Bridges! Can't hit it.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A new lineup here for New York. The Knicks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Clarkson. Takes a 13-footer. It's good! What a J! Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
The 15-footer. That misses. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kolek. Shoots from 12. Oh, he cannot hit. Seattle on offense. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Thompson cashes in from 18. So we see Seattle get the win here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.